is everybody? Sorry, it was a little bit later than usual. I slept in and lost track of time because, well, reasons. I well, I went on a beautiful, whimsical little hike yesterday, um, and it's been a while since I've been on a hike, and so I was really tired and fell asleep. Also, I got up to feed the dogs and let them out, and then I got back into bed thinking, oh, I'll just lie here for a little bit. But I got not sandwiched in between the dogs, but it was kind of like a dog blanket. So I think that put me more to sleep because I don't remember when I went back to bed, I don't remember them being there. So I don't know. Um, let's see. Today, if you can't tell by what I'm wearing, is the 4th of July for America. I mean, it's the 4th of July for most of the world, but in America, it's kind of a big deal. So I thought it would be fun to make a D&D character that was a little patriotic and American, um, even though I am not a huge fan of where our country is at the moment or going at the moment. I thought, we still do something fun. So let's do that, shall we? Okay, let's see here. Bear with me because I haven't had my second cup of coffee. And like I said, I was running behind, and I don't like the feeling of running behind and scrambling to do stuff, which is why I should have planned better and not slept. But, sleep is nice. I'm a big fan of the sleep. Okie dokie. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and switch this over to here. All right, so we are making a D&D. We've got all of these yellow ones to choose from. And no, I have not updated it like I said I was going to. There's a lot of things I have to do. I've got to update this. I've got to make some templates and overlays and things like that. But I just have been very busy because I've been in the classroom for the last week and a half and just haven't felt like doing any of that. But today I might work on it. Tomorrow I have nothing. I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow. I think I'm going to move those to Tuesdays. So I'll have time tomorrow. Later today, I'm going to a barbecue with my in-laws, so that'll be fun. We'll see. We'll see how the fireworks goes. I'm not a huge fan of fireworks overall, just because I don't like loud noises, and I've never liked sparklers or anything like that. Like fire to me is like dangerous. But we might try to find a fireworks show that we can see. We won't do any actual fireworks. Plus, our husky doesn't seem to mind it, but our little dog is no bueno for him. But anyway, so this is what we're working with. I kind of want to see like what the best one would be for it, but we'll get into it. We'll see. Um, let's create character. I could just click on that. I don't know why I don't just click on that every time. All right. Do I have? Okay. Excuse me. Start building character. Okay, so first off, as an American, which class would you be? Now, I have my ideas, but I definitely don't think monk would be one. I don't think barbarian would be one. Maybe fighter, artificer, bard. I don't know about Bard. I feel like that would only be like Hollywood would be Bard. um, I don't want to be encompassing of like the whole. Artificer might be a good one. Could do Artificer. Yeah, I do have Artificer. Um, I think. You know what? Yeah. Crazy Alex. Let's go with Artificer. Let's do Artificer. We'll add class. All right. I'm gonna make them a level 3. So proficiencies. Thieves tools. We can choose from Arcana, History, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, Perception, Sleight of Hand. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Crafting a gun. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have a gun. I mean, there's nothing more American than guns, apparently. So I think we'll do history since, and we'll do. Should we do sleight of hand or perception? I don't. It's hard not to think of it in terms of now. if I'm thinking of it in terms of now, I don't think perception would be high. I think I'll go with sleight of hand. And then we get to choose some artisan tools. So let's see here. Wood, weaver, smith, potter, painter, monster harvesting, mason tools. I kind of like the idea of mason tools just because of the Freemasons. I think I might do that. Cool. All right, I think I'm good with that. Let's do infusions. We get a lot of infusions, don't we? Artificer infusions are extraordinary processes that rapidly turn non-magical objects into a magical item. And then it talks about this. Let's see. Homunculus servant is a tiny construct. That's a good word, homunculus. So it's a construct that we can do. There's also helm of awareness, suit of armor, simple martial weapon, a rod, staff, or wand, boots of the winding path, a pair of boots, suit of armor. Okay. I think before I do that, gosh, there's so many things. Before I do that, let's pick a specialist. Let's see. Should we be an armorer or an artillerist or battlesmith? What's the difference? It's an artificer who specializes as an armor, modifies armor to function almost like a second skin. Yeah. Uses magic to hurl energy, projectiles, and explosions on a battlefield. That one's kind of cool. And battlesmith is an expert at defending others and repairing both material and personnel. I don't know. Four. All right, so we're gonna go with the battlesmith then, I guess, because I couldn't think of which one I wanted to do. Yeah, I think it still makes sense, right? Right tool for the job. You know which learn how to produce exactly the tool that you need. Get smith tools. You get. We can choose these different So at 3 we get the spell Heroism and Shield. Battle ready, Steel Defender. Let's do these infusion choices. What's Mind Sharpener? Whenever the creature fails a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, it can use its reaction to succeed. That's pretty good. But I don't think this is going to sound bad, but I don't think that's very American. Just because Americans don't, they're not. I'm not going to finish that thought. Let's try something else. How about what is a repeating shot? This magic weapon grants a +1 bonus attack and damage rolls made with it. If the weapon lacks ammunition, it produces its own. I think that's a good one. I think that's American. What about enhanced defense? What's that? Yep, definitely that one. Returning weapon, does that just mean the... Yeah, we'll do that. And what about this one? The armor has 6 charges. Where it makes a strength check or strength throw. I think we'll do magical strength. We'll do magical strength. Okay. Moving on. All right, so we are... I should mark this off on my table here. We are a artificer. We are a battlesmith, so we'll mark that off. And then for options, we're going to do a custom background. I think we might have to repeat artisan, farmer, guard, hermit, wayfinder, merchant, scribe. I think out of all of those, I think maybe merchant or guard. Let's check those out. Your feet ache when you remember the countless hours you spent at your post in the tower. You were trained to keep one eye looking outside the wall, watching for marauders sweeping from the nearby forest, and the other eye inside the wall, looking for cut purses and troublemakers. Could do guard, or what was the other one I said? What was the other one I said? Merchant. Or merchant. Let's see, merchant. I think I'm going to go with merchant. I think that's a little bit more American than a guard. And it would go very well with the artificer background. So let's do merchant here. We get the lucky feat. The merchant background allows you to choose between constitution, intelligence, and charisma. I think charisma is going to be... Everything's just going to go up by 1. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to do constitution and charisma. Here we go. Okay, and then character details, alignment. Oh, I think for this character, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I don't want to offend the whole country I live in. And it also depends on which parts of the U.S. you go to, what their alignment would be. So we'll come back to this part after we choose our species. I feel like I'm getting cold or something. All right, species. This is going to be a little bit difficult-ish. So we've done like the basic species. We have a lot of species that we haven't done, and I'm just trying to think. A centaur would be really cool, but a changeling could also be very American because, they can change what they are, and that's I feel like very American. But we'll take a look at them. Um, let's see, changeling is a fae. Um, we get we can choose from deception, insight, intimidation, performance, or persuasion. Two of those. I think deception and intimidation would be good. Yeah, they could be very hardy. So maybe a dwarf. Maybe they should be a dwarf. Short and stocky. Let's see. I'm leaning more towards changeling, but we could also be a dwarf. We haven't been, let's see, dwarf too. We haven't been, I think, a mountain dwarf yet. So we could do dwarf, or we could do changeling. We could also do halfling, I think would be very American because they're short and love food. A rock gnome might be a good one too. What else we got? Bugbear, centaur. Storm resistance. Let's see. No, I don't think it would be like dark because we like the sun usually. I don't know. I personally am tolerant of the sun. Um, Definitely not a ladron. Goblin, goblins, hobgoblin, lizard folk, kobold, satyr. Thrives on energy of merriment. I don't think that works. All right, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to do a changeling, or do we want to be a what was it? A rock dwarf, mountain dwarf. Sorry, mountain dwarf. Um, Mountain dwarf or changeling, guys. What do you think? Any preferences? If not, I'm probably gonna roll a dice because I think both would be good. Mm. Or we could just be boring old human. Let's see. Just a boring old human. But I have done human before, so maybe that's not as fun. Um, Humans are the most adaptable and ambitious people among the races. Some humans are innovators, achievers, and pioneers of the world. Hmm. Have we done a variant human? Have we even done a human? Have I just like left them off the? Oh, we have done human. Okay. It's like, did I just leave them off the list because they're just so? Generic. I really need to update this so badly. Anybody have a vote? No? All right, then. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d4. So one will be the mountain dwarf, two will be the variant human. I think they'd be underground. Three will be a changeling, and four will be whatever one I want. So let's do that then. Let's roll it. God damn it. Whatever one I want then. Gosh. All right, fine. We're going to be a changeling. Screw that. Where are you at, changeling? There you are. Confirm. All right, we're going to be a changeling because America is all about building up a new identity, and you can be whatever you want to be, and changelings can change many aspects of them to be whatever they want to be. So, boom. We are going to choose primordial. You know what? Because we were considering Dwarvish, we're going to do Dwarvish. That's their other language. Size. They're going to be small, right? Because we're short. Changeling instincts. Definitely going to do intimidation and deception. Sweet. Okay, what's next? Okay, let's go back to background now that we know what we are. So, character, physical details, that's what I want. Hair. Let's do some research, shall we? The most common hair color in America. It is brown. Brown by a long shot. All right, brown it is. For skin color, I'm going to say a light brown as well. Eyes, I think it's going to be brown too. Just make sure. Yep, brown. We'll go with 5'4". We'll make. Should we make it a man or well? Now I don't know. Should we make it a man or a woman? Okay, I'm gonna roll for this too. If it's evens, it's gonna be a woman. If it's odds, it's gonna be a man. Odds are man. Can this D4 roll anything but a 4? It's even, so it's a woman. So 4 inches. And I'm going to roll another D4 because I swear to God, if I get another D4, or if I get, finally, that was 4 4s in a row. 4 4s in a row. And 4 is not a good number for me, just FYI. Let's do weight. 170 pounds. So we'll do that. And then age. I feel like that's a stupid question. What's the median age? The median age for the American woman is 39 years old. What? Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, so female. I'm gonna make her slightly younger. I'll say 37. Changeling. And then for, yeah, they won't fill it in, so we won't do that. And then we won't do any of that because I'm not actually in a campaign. So there we go. Um, should we try rolling for stuff? Because I feel like last time I tried to do that, it crashed. So let's roll. Not bad. Oh, it still gets. We'll roll first and then we'll assign. All right. Not bad, not bad. I feel like that was pretty good. Welcome in, what is that? Show Tiger? Welcome in, Show Tiger. We are creating a D&D character, and since it's a holiday here in the United States, we're making a patriotic D&D character. Well, we create a character sheet on D&D Beyond, and then we'll make a mini of them in Hero Forge. So, let's see. I think an American would have. I think maybe their lowest might be intelligence and wisdom. So we'll do that. Sorry, America, but compared to the rest of the world, we don't have very good stuff here. And then let's see. I think the highest would probably be charisma, right? I think charisma would be pretty high. And then let's see. Dexterity would probably be the next lowest. And then it doesn't matter with strength or calm because they're both 14. Ah, fun. That's fun. I like rolling. That's fun. I'm taking it, Eric, that you know who Show Tiger is. Is that someone that you're on streams with? Um, oh, it's Bree! Yay! See, I'm horrible at remembering what people's handles are on Twitch, but welcome in, Bree! Yes, 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 yes. I know who you are, Bree. Okay. So, I think we are good there. Let's do equipment. Starting equipment. Any two weapons. What would be... Of course, we need a gun, right? A gun. So, like a revolver, parlor gun, a hunting rifle. Ooh. A handgun. A shotgun. Ooh, what gun do we want, guys? I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you could make it. Um, does that say a battle loot? A battle loot, guys. I kind of want the battle loot, but we're not going to do that. Yeah, I like the name Liam a lot too. That's a good name. Okay, not a flare gun because that's kind of weird. But gun wise, we definitely need. Yeah, we definitely need a gun because they're. We can choose two. So we'll okay. A boat or what? An iron tea kettle, a frying pan. There's so many good things here that we could have. But yeah, battle loot is a must. Um, because back in, Revolution times, they had people in the army that just played drums and instruments and things or carried the flag. It's totally, totally legit. But we do need a gun, so I do need to know what gun we would like. We can have a double barrel shotgun, a handgun, a hunting rifle, a parlor gun, or a revolver. Um, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could just roll a d6 and see what we get. Yes, give us the upper hand. We're also an artificer, so we could artifice the hell out of this battle loot and make it an actual weapon too. I think I'm going to roll a d6 to see what gun we get. Roll it. 1. All right, so we are choosing I think that was the shotgun. Yep, double barrel shotgun. That's what we got. And then scale mail armor or studded leather. I think we go with the studded leather. And then merchant starting equipment, traveler's gold, 22 pouches. I mean, we get navigator's tool. Let's just go with that. All right. We also get a crowbar, a hammer, a tinderbox, pitons, rations, and a water skin, and rope. Nice. All right, let's oh, we need to name them. I always forget the name. We are before we do that, let's just make that apply. That's not what they actually look like, but let's D&D name or fantasy generator, yeah. Fantasy folklore generator. So let's find a changeling if they have it. They do not have changeling, but they have cyberpunk or cowboy slash cowgirl names. Ooh, let's do that since we're American, right? So female. What's the most American name you can think of? Most American name we can think of, guys. Jim Bob? Well, we're a woman, so the most female American name you think of. Jane, maybe? Actually, you know what we could do? Most common female American name. Mary. Mary is the most common since 1924. All right, it's Mary something. Where's my tab here? Okay. Mary. Now let's do the last name. Most common surname. The Karen of the old days, maybe. I think isn't I want to say Mary is English or Irish in background. Smith, of course. Mary Smith. That's the most common. All right, Mary Smith it is. Ooh, wrong one. Mary Smith. Origins of Mary. Oh, it's Hebrew. It seems like a lot of pop or cultures have a name for Mary. Nice. Of course it's Hebrew. Pff, Mary, Mother, Jesus, duh. All right, so we've got our gal here, Mary Smith. Let's view her character. Oh wait, unavailable. Something's incomplete. What? That's crap. What is incomplete? Did I miss something? Oh, does it want me to put that in? Ah, fine. 14, 13, 14, 11, 11, 17. And sometimes it will not choose. Yeah, see, it didn't save what I wanted it to save, so the barrel and the battle loot. Now we should be good. All right, View character sheet. All right, so we have a +2 proficiency. We have +1 initiative. Armor class is only 11, which we'll have to get that up at some point. But we are a female changeling artificer. We have +4 in charisma, +2 in strength and constitution, +1 in dexterity, 0 in intelligence and wisdom. At least we don't have any negatives. That's good. That's pretty good. Um, and then we're super proficient in deception and intimidation and persuasion. Nice. I think survival should be up there too, but well, maybe not. Strike that. Spells, we have heroism. It's a concentration spell, which a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. And then shield is an invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. So nice, nice, nice. And then we've got actions as attack. We have unarmed strike. And then we have our shape change and infused items and magical tinkering and stuff. So sweet. Looking good. All right, let's go ahead and make her in Hero Forge, shall we? So, a changeling. Do they have changelings? I don't think they do. I guess technically it could be whatever I wanted it to be, right? Aquatic humanoid. We'll just do human. Human woman who's a changeling. Don't mess with her. Human woman. Let's change her hair because I don't like that hair. I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best. I think let's find the most American hair we can find, guys. Wavy ponytail. Let's see. Changes can be whatever they want. Yeah, they can be whatever they want. Should I go with? I mean, I think just human's fine. Definitely not a French twist. That's not very American. What do we think? Do we think Americans have longer or shorter hair? Let's average length of American hair. Falls into the short category. All right, so we're gonna have short hair. Sucked into a library. Oh, fun. So short hair. So we could do this hair. We could do this hair. We could do this one. Let's see. Do Americans have, let's say, more curly or straight hair? Straight hair is more common globally. Did I say it? Most Americans have wavy or curly hair. So we are not part of the majority of the world. So we could do wavy hair or the curly hair. Nothing straight though. We're going to X-nay on the straight day. You know what? We're just going to do that. Well, I'll have her curly hair up in a short ponytail. And that's what we'll do. And then their eyes, ears, tongue, all that's fine. Body's fine. Clothing. clothing. I wish they had like just like a tank top and jeans. A tank top and jeans. See, if we were Roman, it could be a gladiator. A knight. Anybody else getting like 80s neon vibes here? You know? Overalls would be good. I'm kind of liking this. We're going to keep that for now, unless we find anything better. Because they also are an artificer, right? So they would look a little weird. Scuba suit. Superhero. Swashbuckler. What is this? A school uniform. We could do arcane machinist. Should we look at that one? Let's see. That one's not bad. I think, I don't know, I kind of like the other one a little bit more. Native American. Although I don't think that would be appropriate for the 4th of July since we took their land and everything. So maybe not. Leaf Druid, Monk, Kung Fu, Greco-Roman. It's kind of farmery, farmer-ish. Outlaw garb. That's pretty. I think that's pretty American, like cowboyish. Gunslinger. I kind of like the gunslinger. I like that a lot, actually. Very Wild West, which is very American. Graffiti tagger. Some of these are just house and slipper, like a robe. We just robing around Scrubs. Santa. Think they're graffiti tagger? We'll try it on. I mean, it looks okay, but I don't think it looks as cool as the gunslinger. Football, that's very American. But she's an artificer, so... Street hacker? That one's not bad. Why are there so many of these? I feel like they've added like a lot since I've gone through here. Okay, oh, we finally reached the end. All right, so let's... I think I'm leaning towards this one or the cowboy, the gunslinger. Mostly because I think gunslingers are very American, and we're also an artificer. All right, let's go with gunslinger then. I gotta find it again. It's around here. Beachy farm outfit? What? Why is this an option? Beachy farm outfit. All right, we're going to go with that. Gunslinger. Gunslinger it is. All right, and then for gear, we are going to have our battle loot and our shotgun. So, let's see. We need just a shotgun, regular shotgun. I'm not going to go through all that. Heavy pump shotgun, sawed-off shotgun, western shotgun, steampunk, you know. Kind of like that one. Should we have it in our hand or on our back? Because we can't put it on our back. We could have our hands free for the loot. Or we could have the loot on the back. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to put the gun on the back. Or will it let us? Backpack items. There it is. Here. We could have two. I'm not loving that the barrel is pointed down like that. Is that normal? Why not both? Yeah. I think that's fine. Let's go back to the... Or we could have it on the side. Could we have it on the side? That doesn't look right. Not on the side. I guess we'll just have it on the back then, and then in our hands, we'll have our loot. Our battle loot. What is this? Fluted art deco staff. Panpipes. Kazoo. A fairy flute. Recorder. That's our battle loot right there. That's very American. Make everyone sit through the frickin' recorder. A heart flame. What does that even mean? Ukulele. Aww. We have a little chick in our hand. This is a vampire bat. Oh my god, we can have a pet penguin. Say less. Say less. If only. Next time. Next time we're getting that penguin. Ornate loot. There we go. There's our battle stance. Alright, here's our battle loot right here. Boom. Battle loot with the shotgun. Now, do we like this pose or do we want to try something a little bit? Little bit fun here. Let's see. Heavy metal battle loot with the shotgun. That's American, right? We're rocking out. I don't like that one. I like this one more. Thank you, Eric. Let's see. Ready to rock. Yeah, it's kind of boring. I do like the heavy metal one. What else would be American? The Macarena. The wave. Pugilist. This is half of America right now. Just. Or this one. What? Let's do. I think I like the rocking out one or the heavy metal one, whatever one that was. This one, heavy metal. Do we like that one? I think I like that one the best. I like that one the mostest. So let's do that one. And then let's color this, or well, we shotgun shells. Yeah, just boom. Yeah. There we go. There's all of our stuff there. Rocker girl with a gun. Yeah. All right, let's do some coloring. Let's color her in. She had, I think, light brown skin, which would be more this one. And she's got the brown hair, so good. She's got the brown hair and the light skin. Her eyes are brown. Yes, brown. Great, so we got that covered. All the basics. And then let's do her hat, shall we? I think it's going to have to be a leather hat. And do we want... what am I thinking? It's got to be red, white, and blue, right? This whole outfit's got to be red, white, and blue. Obviously. Duh. So let's make her shirt blue. Bougie blue, weighted blue, shine. Bravey navy. Gonna have to do it. Okay. Red. The shirt can be white. The whole shirt can be white. And then we need red. And then for, make this the blue too. Da-da-da-da. And then as far as buttons go, I want them to be like that, kind of gold. There we go. All right, I'm liking the shirt. I'm liking the shirt so far. And then as far as hats go, it's got to be red, white, and blue again, doesn't it? So red, white, and blue. I don't like that blue though. Blue looks funky. Let's go with the Bravey Navy and then the white. All right, we got that. Let's go ahead and do the, should we do the shotgun next? The shotgun can just be a regular Logan shotgun here. I don't actually know what shotguns look like, so like a silver color. Rusty tan color. Okay, we got our shotgun. And then let's do our loot here. Have it be a little bit darker, a little bit light there. Maybe more oak here. All right, we got our loot, our battle loot. And then for the pants here, I think we're going to have, I think we'll just do brown leather. That kind of looks red. We'll go with that. And then we'll do this for the boots. As far as pants go, do we want them red? Does that look too... it's hard. Or maybe we should just have them be red. Maybe we should just have them be red. Just have them be red. Yeah. And then for metal... I didn't do the back of the freaking loot. There we go. All right, we're getting into the things here. I think we'll go with this continuation, and then white for down here, and then we can do the gold for here to keep in theme. Could do the gold. It's gonna let me do the bullets for there. Good, it did the bullets, good. And then I think we'll just do brown leather for that. Hello, welcome in, Dragon Craze, first time chatter. Glad you can make it. We are making a D&D character that's patriotic, since it's Independence Day in America today. So we have made a changeling artificer, female artificer, so they can look like however they want. So we have made one. They have a shotgun for a weapon and a battle loot for a weapon. So, you know. And I'm just trying to make them look as American as possible. Let's see here. What? I guess we could do... Do we want to do light? Yeah. We'll do that. And then we'll do the gold again. I wanted to change that to that. Okay. All right, what do we think of that? I haven't finished her shoes or anything, but does that look good for like outfit time? It might work better, but I don't think that was one of the choices in the D&D Beyond. So we used the D&D Beyond to create a character sheet and stuff, and to pick stuff out. And I think the only battle instrument they had was a battle lute. So we went with it because, you know, fun. It's fun. I mean, you could technically make it whatever you wanted, but that's what we're going with today for the model. Yeah, let's see. We could look and see if there is a banjo, if they have banjos. Let's see. Banjo. Banjo. They do have a banjo. Do we want... We could do... Do we like that one better? could do that one, or we could stick with the... I mean, it's true. They are a changeling. They can make things look like whatever the hell they want. Um, okay, we'll do that then. Let me go back to color. And then I think maybe red there. And then would just do some... Okay, did I get it all? Nope. There we go. All right, there we go. We got our banjo. And then I think I'm just gonna go head over to that. Do sugar brittle? Yeah. I like the sugar brittle. It's hard to get all of the little things. And then for metal, we'll go with the gold again for the spurs there. This. And that. And this. We're just going to make that gold too because I don't... There we go. All right, so we got... She's complete. I just need to do the shell casings, and then yeah, I think the shell casings, what color did we make those? Did we make those gold too? I think we did. I don't think I want to. Let's make them kind of a like black with gold. Is that... I don't know what shell casings look like, guys. I haven't spent enough time around guns. I don't know. Is that what they look like? Eric, you have a gun. Tell me. I think so. Or should they be more silver? All brass. Maybe do like a rusty tan. How about that? Oh, I like that better than the black. I like that more. Okay. And then red flame, America. Do we like red or blue? Blue and then red. We could do that, or we could do this and this one. That one's kind of better, huh? I have something new with you. No? Okay. All right. I think that's what we're going with. All right. So we've got Mary Smith, because that was the most common name. We Googled it. That's the most common. So we've got Mary Smith now, who is a female artificer. She's a changeling. She can infuse items. She's magical tinkering, shape changing. Spell-wise, she can do heroism and shield. So, all right, that's Miss Mary. Miss Mary. I feel like, what is it? Proud Mary? Proud Mary. That's her song there. With her shotgun, rocking out. All right. Well, let's go to our thing here and mark that off. By the way, we did changeling. We did I think I already marked off the artificer. Did I? Yes, we did a battlesmith artificer, and they were a merchant. Okay, so file, save, and there we go. Wonderful. Alrighty, well, Well, thank you for joining me, creating a very special patriotic American D&D character. That was a lot of fun. Definitely love their vibe. And I don't know. What's the next holiday? I might make another one, like all holiday themed. That would be fun. But I don't think we have another holiday until like what, Labor Day, which is also, I think that's pretty American too, right? I don't think they have Labor Day in other countries. And then Halloween after that. So maybe when we get to the Halloween one, we'll make a Halloween. That will be cool because there's a lot of cool like animals we could do. Ooh, it'd be cool if I get access to the what do you call it? Werewolf. If we could do a werewolf for Halloween, that would be cool. Canada has Labor Day on a different day. They also have Thanksgiving on a different day slash month, I think. But Canada. All right, they had Canada Day a few days ago. I remember seeing that. Anyway, so I think that's all we're going to do today. And then I need to update my schedule because I am not streaming tomorrow. I'm moving that to Tuesdays to work on my book. We're probably going to do another world building stream for the book, so be prepared for that. And then we'll just get rid of Sundays so I can actually work on other things um, that I need to work on. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to raid out to someone. Who do we got here? I've got catchy cantrips, which is always, I always love them. And then we always have the Game Master Eric. So let's see if there's any other ones. That's reruns. What is that? Reruns. Lots of reruns going on here. I think we're going to raid into catchy cantrips because they are just the sweetest, wholesome people, and I love all the world building stuff that they are doing. So let's go ahead and raid into them. Alrighty. They are very interactive. There's a lot of things that you can do, like submit things and ideas, and they'll add that to their world building stream, which is freaking awesome. So stick around for the raid, and thank you for being here.